guys, it's Melanie. Happy Monday. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my morning skincare routine. Tomorrow I will have the evening version of this routine for you. I decided to split them up because I don't want both videos to be super long. Honestly, tomorrow's video is probably going to be a lot longer because there's more things that I do in the evening. I try to keep it somewhat simple in the morning. Also, I use a lot of stuff. I'm someone who really enjoys skincare. I have mentioned several times on my channel that in recent years I have invested a lot more time, money, and energy into skincare because I have found that honestly, any makeup that I use, whether it's high-end or drugstore, honestly just looks better on my skin when I have taken the time to treat my skin well and you know, just kind of make it a little bit more of a priority. So, things are constantly changing. I can't say that this is going to be the routine 2 months from now. I'm always trying new things, but right now this has been the routine for the last probably couple of months, really, and it is working really well for me in the morning. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dive right in, and I'm going to tell you guys what I do in order of application, and I will of course list everything that I'm using down below, so if you're interested in going and checking it out for yourself, you can find links down there. So be sure to check out the description box. All right, so let's start with cleansing my face. I am a morning shower person, so I wash my face in the shower. It's just easier that way. I sort of alternate between just washing my face with a face wash and using a scrub. So one day I will use a wash, one day I will use a scrub. When I'm using a wash, right now I'm still working through the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser. I use this in the evening, and I've actually started using it in the morning as well because it just works extremely well for me. It's a very gentle cleanser, and I'm gonna be glad when VIB comes around because I'm gonna be purchasing more of this, and I want to have one in my shower and at my sink because right now I'm moving it back and forth, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, this is a really great gentle cleanser, and I have really enjoyed using this. It doesn't strip my skin. It just sort of gets everything off from the night before in terms of treatments that I've put on my face and gives me a fresh start. On days where I'm using a scrub, I'm kind of going between a couple things. This is what I use the most frequently. This is the Acure Brightening Facial Scrub. I have talked about this multiple times on my channel. I love it. It's my favorite facial scrub. It is not for those of you that have very delicate or sensitive skin. It is a little bit more abrasive, but it's great for people who have oily, tough skin or combination skin, and you tend to get a little bit of flakiness here and there. It just gets rid of that flakiness. It makes my skin feel incredibly smooth and soft. I'm very gentle when I'm working it into the skin. I also use this on my neck and my décolleté. It works beautifully. I love it, and it's a really inexpensive product. You can find it for $9 at $9.99 at Target, or you can usually find a better deal at Vitacost. So every, I would say 3 to 4 days, I've been using the Kate Somerville Exfoliate in the shower. This is a, it is both a physical and chemical exfoliant for your skin. So this has lactic acid in it. It has pumpkin enzymes, pineapple. It just really works to loosen the glue that sort of holds your dead skin cells onto your face, and just lifts them up, and then the tiny little beads that are in there help to sort of slough that away. This is something that you want to be very careful with. Again, if you have delicate or sensitive skin, some people have not had the best reactions to this, so keep that in mind. You have to know your skin type. I'm telling you all the things that I'm using for my skin, and my skin, again, is very oily, it's very tough, and I'm working on anti-aging. So making sure that I'm getting rid of dead skin cells effectively, and that I'm moisturizing as good as I can, and sort of preventing early signs of aging, if that makes sense. But this is a wonderful treatment, twice a week for me. Works great. On days that I'm using this, I don't use a cleanser, and I definitely don't use any other scrub. So this is a twice a week thing in the shower in the morning. When I get out of the shower, I used to use a toner in the morning, but I don't anymore. I do still use a toner in the evening, and you'll see what that is tomorrow. When I get out, I alternate between a couple of products. So the first is every other day, I am applying my Resist 10% Niacinamide. This is from Paula's Choice. I have also been testing out the one from The Ordinary, and this is their Niacinamide 10% plus Zinc 1%. And these two are very different in terms of texture, and while I don't have an official review for you guys yet, I can tell you that I don't like the texture of this one. So I don't want to say it's not a bad product. I mean, I haven't used it long enough to really see, I guess, if it has the same benefits as the Paula's Choice Niacinamide, but the texture of this makes me want to reach for this over this. This is much thicker. It has kind of like a gelatinous type of texture to it. It's just a little bit more difficult to work into the skin. This is very watery, and it absorbs instantly. Like you put it on, it sinks in, and it's done, and it shrinks your pores. That's what niacinamide does. So I will keep using this. I will report back after I've used it for about 6 to 8 weeks again, but I'm trying hard to stay away from this, but it's really hard because this, again, in terms of texture, I do not prefer it. On the areas where I tend to get a little bit dry, which is around my mouth and sometimes around my brows here, I will use a hyaluronic acid in the morning, and I like the one from Astorwood Naturals. I'm almost half finished with this one. It's wonderful. It absorbs very quickly. It helps to plump up my skin, and if I'm in need of any moisture anywhere, this gives it to me. It's wonderful. Love this. You can use it all over your face as well, and probably starting in another month or so when we really start cranking up the heat in the house, I will probably actually apply this all over my face as well. But right now I'm just focusing on the areas where I get the driest. So when I'm not using this, so every other day, because you can't use these two together, I am applying the Oz Naturals Vitamin C Facial Serum. I have been using this now for a couple weeks. It's actually been close to 3 weeks in the morning, every single morning. You don't need much. This was quite full when I received it, but I'm not even like below like the little, curve in the bottle here. So you don't need much. It's a very liquidy formula, so it absorbs very readily. But this is a vitamin C serum, and this also has hyaluronic acid in it as well, which is really nice. It has vitamin E, rose hips, and green tea as well. So this is something that I will use alternating with the niacinamide. Vitamin C gets canceled out by niacinamide, so you shouldn't be using these at the exact same time. So just kind of keep that in mind. But this one is wonderful because it absorbs really easily. I'm actually going to have an in-depth review of this product for you guys closer to Halloween. I'm using it for like a full, I want to say 8 to 10 weeks before I'm going to do an official review on it, but I'm really liking it so much. It's a wonderful product, and I'm actually interested in more of the Oz Naturals products, so this is a line I'm going to be looking into further. It's also, it's a cruelty-free company. All of the stuff I'm showing you here is from cruelty-free companies, by the way, and it's 99.95% natural, and it's made in the USA. It's a great vitamin C serum, and so many of you have actually encouraged me to try this one. So love this, use this on alternating days. I will use an eye cream in the morning, and I'm using the hyaluronic and I always butcher this. I'm gonna link this down below for you. This is from the Cosmeceutical Sciences Institute. This is an eye cream that I buy off of Vitacost. I'll link it. And it's great because it absorbs pretty quickly. I just use a little tiny bit around the eye area. It just helps smooth that out and plump it up. Just looks great in the morning. And then the very last thing that I do in my skincare routine is obviously apply an SPF, because that's crazy important to me. Doing all of this stuff is fine, but if you're not actually protecting your skin from the sun every single day, I don't know why you're bothering with all this stuff, because you're just going to continue to get more and more sun damage. You should wear SPF all over your face, all over your body every single day, whether it's summer, spring, fall, winter, whatever. The sun is always out there. So I really like the Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. This is an SPF of 30. This is specifically for oily, normal combination skin. It's wonderful because it has a little bit of a tint, as you can see there. And I slather that all over my face and my neck, and then I'm ready to put on my makeup. And that's it. That's my morning skincare routine. So it's pretty quick. I mean, I do my stuff in the shower, I get out, apply either of these two things depending on the day, apply a little bit of this where I need it, put this under my eyes, slap this on, and off I go. That's the morning routine. Anyway, tomorrow I'll tell you guys about the evening routine. There's gonna be a lot more stuff in there, so just prepare yourselves. Have some time set aside for that video because there's a lot of stuff I slap on in the evening. It's a process, but it's working well. So let me know if you have any questions down below about the morning routine, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.